Welcome back to Night Rhythm. Tonight, we're examining why tiredness builds across the day and why it sometimes lingers even after sleep. We'll explore adenosine, sleep pressure, circadian timing, caffeine, and recovery cycles. By the end, you'll understand what drives fatigue biologically and how to work with it instead of against it. Fatigue is not a flaw in motivation. It is a measurable biological signal. Throughout the day, your brain accumulates chemical markers of wakefulness. The most influential of these is adenosine. As neurons consume energy, adenosine builds in the extracellular space. The higher its concentration, the stronger the sensation of sleep pressure. Adenosine functions as a braking system. It binds to receptors that gradually reduce neural firing rates. This is not shutdown, but deceleration. Reaction time slows. Focus becomes more effortful. Mood may decline. These changes are protective. They prevent prolonged metabolic strain on the brain's networks. Sleep pressure operates independently from circadian rhythm. Circadian timing determines when your body prefers sleep. Adenosine determines how much you biologically need it. When both systems align, high adenosine at night, you fall asleep efficiently. When they misalign, fatigue and alertness compete. You can test sleep pressure yourself. On a day without caffeine, monitor your alertness every 2 hours. Most people notice a steady decline from morning to evening, with a dip mid-afternoon. That dip is partly circadian, partly accumulated adenosine. Tracking patterns clarifies whether tiredness is timing or debt. Caffeine temporarily blocks adenosine receptors. It does not remove adenosine, it masks its signal. When caffeine wears off, accumulated adenosine reasserts itself. This is why late caffeine often produces abrupt evening crashes. The biology was delayed, not erased. A practical adjustment: set a caffeine cutoff 8 hours before intended sleep. If you sleep at 11 p.m., stop by 3 p.m. if you are sensitive. This allows adenosine signaling to resume naturally. Observe whether sleep onset becomes smoother within 1 week. Sleep itself clears adenosine. During deep non-REM stages, metabolic byproducts reduce. If sleep is short or fragmented, clearance remains incomplete. The next day begins with residual pressure. This creates the sensation of waking unrefreshed, despite adequate time in bed. Consistency strengthens clearance. Fixed wake times anchor circadian rhythm and stabilize sleep architecture. When bedtime varies widely, deep sleep distribution shifts. Aim to wake within a 30-minute window daily, including weekends. Stability improves depth more reliably than extending sleep duration alone. Light exposure modulates how fatigue feels. Morning light suppresses melatonin and supports alertness, even if adenosine is present. Spend 5 to 10 minutes outdoors within an hour of waking. This does not erase sleep debt, but it improves alignment between pressure and performance. Movement influences perception of tiredness. Gentle activity increases blood flow and temporarily enhances alertness. If you feel a midday slump, try a 5-minute brisk walk rather than more caffeine. Often the combination of mild movement and daylight is sufficient. Nutrition affects adenosine indirectly. Large high-sugar meals amplify postprandial sleepiness. Blood glucose fluctuations intensify perceived fatigue. Prioritize balanced meals with protein and fiber during work hours. This reduces exaggerated afternoon crashes. Napping interacts with sleep pressure carefully. A short nap, 20 minutes, reduces adenosine slightly without entering deep sleep. Longer naps may relieve more pressure, but risk impairing nighttime onset. If needed, nap before 2 p.m. and set an alarm to avoid deep cycles. Chronic restriction changes baseline biology. Repeated short nights elevate overall sleep pressure. You may feel used to it, but cognitive testing shows decline. The brain adapts subjectively, while performance erodes objectively. Recovery often requires several nights of extended rest. Stress complicates the picture. Elevated cortisol can override sleep pressure temporarily. You may feel wired, yet exhausted. This mismatch delays sleep onset and fragments REM. stress reduction, breathing exercises, journaling, consistent wind-down routines helps pressure translate into sleep more effectively. Temperature also matters. Core temperature must drop slightly for sleep to begin. A warm shower about an hour before bed promotes peripheral heat loss afterward. That drop reinforces the adenosine signal, supporting faster onset. If you wake at 3 a.m. alert, assess two factors: accumulated pressure and timing. Late caffeine, long naps, or extended time in bed may have reduced pressure. Shorten naps and avoid compensatory oversleeping. Rebuild natural sleep drive gradually. Shift workers face competing systems. Artificial light at night suppresses melatonin while adenosine rises. Strategic light exposure and blackout sleep environments are essential. Protect at least 7 consolidated hours when possible. Partial fragmentation compounds fatigue rapidly. Importantly, fatigue is information. Instead of resisting it entirely, schedule demanding cognitive work earlier in the day when pressure is lowest. Reserve routine tasks for later hours. Align effort with biology to reduce strain. To recalibrate, try a 3-day reset: fixed wake time, morning light exposure, caffeine cutoff, moderate activity, and a consistent wind-down routine. Track sleep onset latency and morning clarity. Most people observe measurable improvement within several cycles. Thank you for spending this time with Night Rhythm. Tiredness is not weakness. It is chemistry and timing working together. When you understand adenosine, sleep pressure, and circadian rhythm, you gain leverage over fatigue. Respect the signal, adjust deliberately, and let biology restore you. Thank you for being here. Have a restful and rejuvenating night.